shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Darius Slayton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year.
A little bit of space there for the 1st down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Now Willis. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
After the interception, here's Wilson. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Here's Hines. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. gets loose.
That ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Rosa's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
This one taken just inside the 10. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Now on 2nd and 13. Willis had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
The plan was clearly to challenge that by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He didn't scramble for him first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Wilson. And he finds McLaurin. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time you wait for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, Wilson got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now Wilson on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That's big Cameron Hayward adding another sack to his career total.
They've got a little over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Here's Jackson. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Tackle made by Grover Stewart. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Willis. He'll drop this one off with ETN. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. This offense so far on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. On 2nd and 12, Willis. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Willis will look to throw it. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to the ground with ETN. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
ETN bringing in another one. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 9 yards that time. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. The Ravens going to use the second of their time. As they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Let's go now.
1st and 10, it's Willis. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And this one is no good. He missed it. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
Well, I'd say that it's fair to say nothing has gone right in this first half for them. Even here, you've got a chance to at least get on the board, but that goes by the wayside. And now, this coaching staff, they've got to figure out some way to wake this team up at halftime to get them going.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. So that would have been something from that. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. This one fielded at the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. Rosas to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Takes it at the 7. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And now here come the Ravens. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Play fake. Here's Willis. They'll roll him out right. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be out right at the 35. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Straight ahead, Etienne. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Etienne up the middle. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Oh, that's into double coverage. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back. Drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A handoff for Etienne. And it's a fumble. And the Panthers have recovered. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
It reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
On 2nd down, right back to Lindsey. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. They'll go again with Lindsey. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he punted away for the 2nd time. $35 yards that time on the punt, and the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Off the play fake, here's Willis. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Panthers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the 2nd half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
So here are the Panthers set to take over. They've got the lead right now, and last week they were able to defeat the Atlanta Falcons here as they try to make it 2 victories in a row. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Anderson. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Right where this setup down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Here's Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football right now. I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots. big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On first down, Willis steps away to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Let's go, baby. Let's have some fun. Go. All right. Ready?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. Here's Willis. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Ready?
Here's Willis now off the play fake. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Let's go now.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10, it's Willis. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Willis is going to throw once more. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9. 3rd down, it's Willis. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trey Flowers picks it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. Week to week and how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing, but clearly there's some growing still to do.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 6-yard line. 53 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Wilson. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Panthers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. To throw, here's Willis. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Panthers have recovered.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina, and they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. And he is going to lose yardage here. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Rosas' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Willis will look to throw on 1st down. He gets it complete to Harris. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's Willis. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Here we go, Scott.
Willis got to have this one. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Again, it's Willis to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no, yes, as he's able to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got to learn where the line is about whether you keep your eyes downfield, try and find a receiver, or you tuck it and go? And I think there's going to be some growing pains with that. I think in this case, he made the right decision.
And we know he's got the speed. He showed it there. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're